Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
During our spring tire sale, we watch out for your wallet too. Save up to $175 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
Welcome in STSPN's presentation of high school boys lacrosse live from Glacier Peak High School in Snohomish, Washington. It is the O'Day Fighting Irish and the Glacier Peak Grizzlies. Good evening, everybody, from a beautiful April evening here. Scott Ohsman joined by Todd Elvig, our executive producer, running the dials. And we have a dandy here tonight. O'Day out of the Metro Private League. They are 6-1, just one loss to their arch rival, the Seattle Prep Panthers, in a 10-9 overtime loss. Coming in 12-2 overall. The only other loss for the Irish, they went down to California and played one heck of a La Costa Canyon team, 13-10 that loss. They got 5 D1 players, and they are ranked number 1 in the state as far as their division. And here we go. We have 2. We'll talk about the goalies. We have 2 of the premier goalies in the state tonight. And Glacier Peak Grizzlies, Wesco D1 4-0, and we are off and running, and we'll tell you more about these 2 teams. And there's a big check right there, and comes up with it. Glacier Peak in the home whites, and the Fighting Irish in their maroon and gold. Michael Rexroth, the head coach for Glacier Peak, in his 5th season. Still an active player in the PLL. They're coming to this summer, by the way. August, they're going to be down south in Tacoma. Big PLL event. Come on down there as Glacier Peak there. And I talked to the head coach, Michael Rexroth, and he's facing this, and he know each other well. These guys all know each other. Will Snyder, the third-year head coach for the Irish. Irish coming off the 22 championship, their 3rd state championship. And the Snyders, a longtime family here in boys lacrosse in the state of Washington. As Glacier Peak here hanging out. There's Kyler Jensen. He was sick during the Snohomish game in that win, then came back for the Lake Stevens. That's their last game. 6-0 win the other night. Now it's back up high. Ball's on the ground, and the Irish will pick it up. Quinn. White with it down. They'll get it. And there it is. Front doorstep in and good. And number 19, you'll hear a lot of his name, Ethan Lindsay, the Army commit. He comes in 20 goals, make it 21, and it's 1-0 Irish.
Goal number 19, Ethan Lindsay.
Ethan had he had a hat trick in the state championship, their win over Seattle Prep, 7-5. As we get set for the face-off here. As I talked to Will Snyder on that kind of a fast break, he said, well, yeah, we're trying to get better at fast breaks. GP gets it, though, stumbles, there's a check, it's going to roll out, and there's a turnover. And I'm talking to Michael Rexroth, the head coach for Glacier Peak. He was like, we just could not have unforced errors. We got to take care of the ball, and we got to, if we play our best ball, if we play our offense and we get everybody involved, we can beat anybody in the state. So I guess that GP is going to take it over as there was a foul, and we have a penalty on O'Day. Number 16, Noah Bestmeyer, sophomore, will sit in there. It'll be GP's ball, and they'll get set up here. Mason Willen, 10. He had a great night against Snohomish, 4 goals in that one. The night Kyler was not feeling great. So they have a lot of kids who can fly it in.
Is that the STSPN penalty box?
That is right. Our key sponsor, the Sin Bin.
The Sin Bin.
Number 10, Mason
Mason Wheeler with a shot. He was feeling good the other night. He wanted more. He had 4, tried for 5. Glacier Peak coming off a win over Lake Stevens as Irish gets it again. Fast break here. See if they'll attack right away. They go in, they shoot, score, high to low, and he gets big time check. And now we have words as Ben Quadraro, he gets into it. And Wade Boyd's not too happy about it, and it's 2-0. And I think it was Wade Boyd, number 17, the senior. 9 goals coming in, make it 10 for Wade Boyd for the Irish. And just like that, with 9:34 left in the first quarter, Irish are up 2-0. And it's come off turnovers in the midfield, and they have attacked quickly. And Gabe Vitale has not had a lot of help. The goalie for Glacier Peak has been outstanding this year. He has just been 1v1. As a face-off here, and he'll take off by the wing. And that's one of the Mateo. That's Tropia, Mateo Tropia. And the Irish now will see their kind of more settled offense. 2-0, not a huge lead in lacrosse by any stretch. As they'll see you wing it around. Everybody keys on 19, of course, Lindsay. But they have some other kids who can score from all over the field as they're whipping around. There's a step down, and it's taken right by Vitale. That time the shot by Dylan Smith, the sophomore. He leads the team in assists. Got 8 goals on the year, but Vitale right there on the corner. And here comes the long stick midi. And there's a call. Gage Russin, Cole Russin, and Tyrone. And there's a ball down. Got a great crowd from O'Day coming in, and that's a goal. And I got to see if the crowd's entering in. I'm not sure who scored that. So we'll have to see who scored that for O'Day before we can call it. It's 3-0.
Here you go.
We'll see you the replay.
I believe the call was offside.
Oh, wait.
As we try and get the replay, that one's already gone. As we go back to live. Things happening fast here. 3-0 all of a sudden. And Charlie Foster gets it. He leads them in ground balls, of course, taking the face off. So here comes Big 24, Christian Wynn, the junior. He finds it. Alley goes in, tries a shot to save by Vitale. Ball now up. The rebound still kicking around. GP comes up with it, and that's Roman Foster, 11 in white. And here comes Glacier Peak trying to get back. Ben with it. 17, Wade Boyd is second tonight for that goal for the Irish for their third one. As Kyler Jensen, 4 in white, their leading scorer, 34 points, 19 goals coming into this game. Out front, Wheeler. Wheeler dodging, trying to find an alley, trying to find something. And they push him out. Good defense there by Christian Wynn, 24. And they'll go up top. Back down. Volksberger and head coach for the Irish, he knows about number 8, DJ Volksberger. He knows he can power through. There's a quick alley. Kyler doesn't like it. Does a bouncer, and it's stopped by Eli Hinson, and we'll talk about Eli. He is one of the premier goalies, 67% save percentage coming in, and the Irish quickly now in their zone. Big trail check there, and the ball's down near the 40, and it's picked up by the Irish. No, it's picked up. It's
Picked up by
intercepted there.
turnover.
Down far. That's Tanner Johnson, it looks like. So Glacier Peak trying to get in this ball game. Down 3-0, 6:24 left in the first quarter. Had a couple offensive sets here as Mason Wheeler whips it back behind. They'll get it back out to Wheeler on the far side. 10-on-10. Caleb Carr on him for the Irish, the junior. As it comes back out. Boaksberger driving the left hand. He takes the lefty. The shot, it's saved by Eli.
Eli got a piece of that.
And Hinson knocks it out, and it'll stay. It'll go to the Irish here, and they'll start. Irish coming off a win off Eastside Catholic, 14-5. And they play Bellevue at home, which is just a massive game. Bellevue always a big deal. Again, another non-league. Bellevue in the 3A as the pass goes down here behind the cage. They whip it back around. There's a step down. Gets in the way. Looks like it's blocked
Is that 16?
by Caleb Eckerlin. Might have gotten in the way of that one as
Didn't quite reach the goal.
here comes Lindsay. Saw his mom was trying to take a senior day picture of him down before the game. Was trying to get him to smile.
There's no smiling in lacrosse.
He's a big kid. Ethan is a big kid. Again, going to Army. Going to play lacrosse from the Knights. As O'Day now, 4:40 to go. Hanging out in the back there is Cooper Gissing, and he has been hot lately. 14 goals coming in. There's a nice move. Gets it. Might have hit the side of the pipe. Bounces off. O'Day nearest, so they'll keep it. But Gissing has been coming on strong here as they get it back behind at X, and they'll try it from there. There's Lindsay with a long shot. That one wide. Might have been deflected. But it'll again stay with the Fighting Irish.
Didn't we do a Army-Michigan game?
We did. We did an Army-Michigan game. They had the Seatown Classic years ago. And we did the Knights and the Wolverines. Wolverines getting better. Paying attention to college. That one off the top of the stick there. Wade Boyd. Wade Boyd, 17 in maroon. He's got 2 of the 3 goals already. Doesn't matter how far out Lindsay is. He can quickly do a step down from long range as they get it back behind X one more time with Boyd, the ball in his stick with 3:37 left to go here in this first quarter. 3-0. Here's Wade driving, dishing, top of the key, boom, slides in and gets it top left corner. Number 18, Nathan Olmstead, his 8th goal of the season for the sophomore, and it's 4-0. O'Day.
Shot and goal. O'Day, number 18, Nathan Olmstead.
Only 4 seniors on this O'Day squad. And led obviously by their senior goalie. He's committed to a school in Chicago, Lake Forest, I believe. No, I'm sorry, Eli Henson. He's going to the Coast Guard Academy. Check that. As the faceoff again, I don't have official stats, was taken again by the Irish. I think they're up on faceoff so far, and it's in Lindsay's stick as they go to work again. Quite a potent offense for the Irish as they go up top here. Grayson Broomfield, a junior, cruising up around. He goes back down to Lindsay. They'll take Lindsay, if you haven't watched them again, we saw them in the state championship last year against Prep. They'll move him around. It's not like he has a spot where he just likes to go. They'll move him all over the place. And then they'll bring him back, and he's got the ball on the right side. Good defense there. He tries to swing one right around. And Roman Foster doing all he can to keep Big Lindsay at bay. And it's going to stay in the far corner on a gorgeous night here at Glacier Peak High School. You can see the tips of the mountains as comes around the crease. Check loses the ball to Shorty. Ball still down. Who can get the ground ball? And it comes up big. Ground ball there by Pierce Steele. He's been playing well too. 39 ground balls. And 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. 4-0 Irish from O'Day here. And Glacier Peak calls the timeout. We will take a break as well. You're watching high school boys lacrosse on STSPN.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Back here, Scott Ohsman here, Glacier Peak High School. And Glacier Peak with a timeout. And GP just again beating themselves a little bit here, and that's what head coach Michael Rexrod was hoping to avoid. But they're young kids. That's what they do. Pierce Steele weaves through track, gets to Wheeler on the right side. They've had some decent offensive looks, just haven't gotten quite moving the goalie. And you got to move Eli Hinson. There's no other way. You can't just try to dodge in an alley and not have him screened. And is Kyler Jensen here working on the top, gets a screen, goes in, gets it back behind, and they'll go right back out. Vogsberger. He runs around, goes looking for the alley, seeing some time and some room here. They're trying to switch fields as quickly as possible to get that defense moving. Oh, almost bites it there is Austin Bloom, but he keeps it. Kyler working from the back of the pipes. Comes around, see if he can get some room. Gets it back out. Mason Wheeler a little too hot. High, 1 minute left. It's picked up there by DJ Votsberger. And DJ, the lefty.
Speaking of DJ, his sister just delivered some hot cider.
Oh, that's fantastic. We got to get the football team to do that, Todd.
That's what I'm saying. Lacrosse, they take care of us good, don't they?
Wheeler back now inside. Kyler, I know he's looking for something. He's getting all kinds of business with the long pole. Ball's down. 27 seconds left in the quarter. DJ once again pulls up with it. And way out top. Now he tries to make a move on Mateo. And Mateo's having none of that. But there's a whistle. And that's Oscar Clark, the junior, number 8. For O'Day in the maroon, who comes up with it with 14.5 seconds.
Looks like O'Day, number 8. Stick slid up high to the neck area.
So he'll take a penalty here. Is Mateo Tropia, his twin brother, also on the field As we see for the last 5 seconds here. And they're just going to toss it out front, and they'll go to the quarter. So if you're Glacier Peak, at least you just held it to 4, quick 4, but nothing else in that quarter. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with quarter number 2. O'Day, Glacier Peak.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back. And, you know, that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
Full practice, Witch Doctor requesting immediate hot extract taken on.
Here on the team, you know, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else in the boat.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
It's like a loop machine. Going around town, people trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
Back here, Scott Ohsman, quarter number 2. And Glacier Peak has an opportunity, man-up opportunity. They got to take advantage of these. And with big number 5, Eli Hinson, the netminder for the O'Day Fighting Irish. And they try a low burner there to Wheeler, and it's wide left. Tyron Bathiger is the other official, along with Gage and Cole Russin, those two kids here. There's a low to high, down high, from downtown. DJ Volksberger puts one through, his 21st goal of the season, and he gets GP on the board. That was spicy from long range. And Volksberger kind of lulled me to sleep. He was just hanging out there. They sloughed off on the defense, and he just pulled the trigger quickly and got it by. Must have been screened there, and Hinson didn't get a good look at it. So GP on the board as the faceoff goes to O'Day. And 27, Cameron Foreman, the sophomore, who's a swing player. Nice job out of him coming up. Got some youngsters on this Irish squad. And there's Lindsay on the far side. And Foreman, Roman Foster with some, that's a big, heavy duty to match up on Lindsay. But somebody's got to do it. He's one of the better defenders. Mentioned before, just great watching him on the football field for Glacier Peak as well. As 4-1 now, the Irish up. As they're kind of hanging out. Nathan Olmstead, 18, has it. He's already got one goal tonight. There's a shot, but it's wide. Lindsay can't point blank that one, and it'll stay Irish ball behind. And they'll flip it back out. Lindsay picks it up. Now they switch back on him, back out front. Got plenty of other kids here on this Irish squad who are potent scorers. And there's going to try one, and that one's wide as well. And that was Nathan Olmstead, a sophomore. Talking to the head coach for the Irish, Will Snyder, talking about coming down here to the end of the season, getting ready for the playoffs. As there's a whistle. Ooh, a warding off call here, and it'll be Glacier Peak ball as Vitale now taking it, and he's going to run into some trouble here as he clears it across the midfield. And he gets decked, and there's a flag, and they'll see that one. And Quinn White, the junior, had a house welcoming gift there for Vitale getting across the mid-stripe, and he said, hey, what are you doing here? Wheeler now working. Right, he's got some room. He has an alley. That one just goes wide. And it'll stay GP ball, 9:25 here in this first half. So now in the dead ball, you'll see the penalty, and Glacier Peak, and it looks like there might be two. So the man-up opportunity here, or just one. It is just one. It is number 7. Quinn White. So, again, it's another man-up opportunity for Glacier Peak. They've had a couple here tonight. And see if they can take advantage and split this lead in half. Now we're back in play. Irish fans getting riled up for their defense and man up. 2 minute. I couldn't see if it was a minute unreleasable or what the call was. Oh, ball down and shorthanded. It's picked up by Caleb Carr. Caleb, 4 goals on the season. He had a big one in the state championship. The junior, he's going to take it all the way down.
Laundry.
And there's more flags. Not sure what that is as second shift comes on, and they'll wait for substitutions. Great crowd here tonight on a beautiful night. High 40s, a little low 50s. We are finally going to get some good-looking weather coming in later in this week.
80.
Yeah, it should be 80. Wade Boyd way up top. Now the defense for Glacier Peak in the home whites. They pull it, stretch it out, being aggressive on the far right. Pass down low, not there on the ground, but picked up. And delayed whistle for Glacier Peak on the dead ball. We'll get that. And number 9, that's the other. It's the twin Tropia, Miles Tropia, number 9 in the maroon. So the Tropia boys. There's a step down. And did it get in? Yeah, Christian Wynn. And the save is by Vitale, so no goal. I couldn't see if that kind of stoic kind of stood there. So the call finally on that is on 25, Aiden Moore. He's going to sit heading to Montana University, MCLA D1 school. As O'Day now the man-up opportunity. Believe they're first in this game so far, up 4-1. Gabe Vitale has a good save right there. I stand corrected. Apparently they scored on a power play before. Takes a village. Takes a village, our stat guy. There's a load alone. It gets through. That might have been through the 5-hole, and it is Mr. Point Scorer himself, number 19, Ethan Lindsay. The senior gets his second tonight and makes it 22 on the season. He's got 6 assists, 7 ground balls. He leads in points for the Irish. Had 9 points versus Issaquah, 5 goals, 4 assists. And he's 8th in the state right now in goals. And here's the face-off, 5-1 O'Day, and GP comes up with it. And that's Pierce Steele if he can hold on to it coming down here the near side. Now he's got nobody. Oh, and the fans and everybody saw a window. They wanted Pierce to take it to the rack. But he's waiting until we're even, and I think we're even. We're back to even. Wheeler with the rock far side right now, working on Mateo Tropia. And he'll pull him all the way back. Wheeler. Just a neat kid, got to interview. He was our Adrenaline Fundraiser player of the game. Goes back and forth. This one's wide, but it'll stay GP ball. Grayson, or Austin Bloom with it. And Bloom will get it back up top. 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter. 5-1. And good defense there. Holds on to it, but now for a second, Oscar Clark gets the turnover. The cause turnover, ground ball, and here come the Irish. And that's something head coach GP Mike Rexroad he did not want. Now they go quickly. What a save by Vitale! Oh my! Cooper Gissing had him dead to rights. My goodness, net to net. And they'll see, and there's a flag. We'll see who that's on. A slow whistle here. As Connor McCauley has the ball, 13, and he gets rid of it. That one wide. Volksberger tried to get that one in when he had some havoc, so the dead ball, we'll see where the penalty lies. We got all the penalty box. The STSPN sin bin has been busy tonight. As you see the replay there is a unbelievable save by Vitale. He had absolutely no business making that save. So GP on another man-up opportunity. As they'll spin it around here. Didn't quite see the infraction maybe you guys did on the screen if you're watching tonight. 5-1. Had it to 4-1. There's a low. And it's stopped in between. There's Eli Hinson gets it. What a tough clear, but it's picked up right here in the midfield. The Ride trying to hack it. They do get it down, and it's going to go GP ball off of O'Day's Cooper Gissing. And Gissing, he's probably still startled that he didn't get that goal earlier. I would be. Here's the long pole, gets it into the midfield, wide open Mason Wheeler. I was saying Mason, our Adrenaline Fundraiser player of the game, he put 4 in against Snohomish. Just a God, he's such a, what an old soul. I was talking to head coach Michael Rexroth. I said, this guy sounds like he's 35. Big hit in the pass. Here's Wheeler. Saved by Hinson. I'm not sure if there was a flag. There was quite a hit on Wheeler on the top here with 4:04 left in the second. And this is big boy lacrosse here.
Now, is that checking in lacrosse?
That is checking, correct. So back behind is Torben Agard. And Agard, he's been busy. He's had a busy. There's a hard shot. Aiden Moore. He's got 3 goals on the season. He wanted that one. 3:40 left. Back down in the corner. Working the back is Torben Agard. Agard trying to find somebody cutting. Tries to anticipate a cut, and it's down below, and that is the Irish ball. Great job there by Oscar Clark. Once again coming up long, clear in the midi to the long stick. And here come the Irish on transition. Will Snyder, head coach, wants them to get better on it. There's a huge shot off the pipe by Lindsay. Bounces back out, 3:06 left to go. And Caleb Carr 10 gets it off to his teammate, and here comes the Irish up 5-1 with 2:55 left. Inside, what a pass, what an assist, and what a shot by number 15, Cooper Gissing. He gets him back.
Number 15, Cooper Gissing with the diving goal.
What a pass inside on that. We'll take another look. It was from downtown, right in the front of the crease. What a pass, what a catch, what a shot. And O'Day now takes a 6-1 lead with 2:46. Boy, I'm not sure what you can do to defend that. Face off now, pinched, and is taken up by Glacier Peak, Connor McCauley. The junior gets it safely into the box. There they go. And Wheeler now with it on the far side. As the 2:28 left to go in this first half, GP 6-1. It's really been transition from O'Day that's made the big difference. As Wheeler working his way, and he'll flow it right back up top. DJ, left-handed, slow, low to low, but a little too much to the right, and it's going to stay GP ball as they'll pick it up in the back. Austin Bloom, number 14, they'll get it back right up top. Talking to Rexroad, the head coach. He doesn't mind. He'll go from the top of the key. He'll go from the back of the cage at X. Here's a Kyler Jensen shot saved by Hinson. Rebound still up, trying to get up, and Hinson wins the battle, and he smothers the ball as Kyler had it right on there. And Hinson, he is unbelievable. Had 12 saves in their state championship last year. The guy can play some goalie, as I don't know if that was a pass or what. Looked like a pass there from Finn Evans, the sophomore. Like I said, the O'Day kids, they only got 4 seniors on this squad. A lot of sophomores out there playing meaningful minutes, as this pass goes errant and will go out of bounds, and it's right back to the Fighting Irish with 1:27 left. All of a sudden, now Lindsay, save by Vitali. What a save.
Vitali with another save.
And he's having a heck of a night. There's a tough shot. Lindsay had him point blank there. And GP will get it into their zone, and coming up on 1 minute to go. This Irish defense has been pretty stingy. I mean, other than the California team and look at Seattle Prep, again, they lost that one in overtime, 10-9. They have not given up many goals this season. Working back, now getting some long pull. He gets rid of it, gets out of it, does Austin Bloom. Gets it up to Wheeler. Wheeler with a swim move, and there's a whistle with 22.9 left, and Michael Rexroad wants to set something up with 22.9 left to go. Timeout. His second. We'll take a quick break. Come on back. High school boys lacrosse.
We're not here to take part. We're here to take over. I am the beast.
Back here, 22.9 seconds. GP coming out of the timeout, trying to roll something up. Here comes Kyler. He's gotten one shot off, hasn't gotten two involved so far. But it's tough to do on this Fighting Irish defense. DJ works to the right. 7 seconds. Back up, they go top. There's a step down, and it's saved by Hinson. Hinson launches it with 6 seconds way downfield, and that will end the first half. O'Day 6, Glacier Peak 1. But I tell you what, this can change in a hurry. We'll take a break for halftime. Come on back. You're watching big-time high school boys lacrosse right here on STSPN.
Brought down for player of the game, senior libero Lauren Riskin has control.
Championship district tournaments, we have it here on STSPN.
Schwab tires. I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
During our spring tire sale, we watch out for your wallet too. Save up to $175 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
We at Gene Johnson are here and ready to help with our touch-free service. Being clean and safe are at the top of our minds. We're using gloves, masks, shoe covers, and lots of hand sanitizer. Our software allows us to get your approval without any physical contact. We hope you don't need us, but if you do, we're ready. Gene Johnson, clean, on time, and professional.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Come with us. The new generation. The next level. Sending it big.
You're in for a good run. Let's go.
Come with us to the track, to the trails, to the slopes, to the surf, to the fight, to the race. Look at this! To the 4 a.m. starts, training harder, pushing further, hitting back, hard. To the fans, to the followers, and the haters.
But it doesn't matter.
Come with us to the blood, to the sweat, and the broken bones. You rehab. We never quit. We never give up. We take control. To the world titles. To the world's first. The world's best.
UFC strawweight champion.
Come with us. We're just getting started.
It's going to be so much fun. I promise you.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back. And, you know, that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
Ohsman, this is Witch Doctor requesting immediate hot extract.
Here on the team, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else in the boat.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back. And, you know, that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
Ohsman, this is Witch Doctor requesting immediate hot extract.
Here on the team, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else in the boat.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
Back here, ready for second half. Scott Ohsman along with our executive producer, five-tool player Todd Elvig, running the camera, running the board, running everything. We got Ryan Jensen here in the PA. He's doing everything as well. We got a lot of multitasking males here. I'm very jealous. I got to tell you, I can only do one thing, really, people. But what I am doing now is watching a great high school boys lacrosse game. 6-1 O'Day right now in the first half. Ethan Lindsay, he's got 2. Nathan Olmstead 1. Wade Boyd with 2. And Cooper Gissing with 1 for the Irish. And DJ Volksberger, the lone goal right here as they come out. And it's been hard fought right from the dot every time. And a big ground ball pickup there from Ethan Rubio, the sophomore for the Fighting Irish. Great crowd here tonight. Good crew from O'Day came up as he bites it there. And here's Lindsay, top shelf. Just a step down, had just a second, got his hands free, and he puts it right by Gabe Vitale. And Lindsay picking it up here, and a hat trick for the senior. And puts it to 7-1 right off the mark. Not what head coach Glacier Peak, Michael Rexroad, what he wanted. But he's building something, a great team here. They went to the playoffs. Here's the X, and O'Day one more time gets the face-off, and that's 27 Cameron Foreman, another sophomore, comes up with a big GB as the Irish putting it on. And big number 7, Quinn White, the big fella, the junior, takes care of the ball and gets it back into the offensive zone here as stretched in the far right corner. And now we get it back here behind the cage. Will Snyder loves coming up here. He loves the lights. He loves having a little stadium to play in because O'Day home games, Genesee Park, they play in a park. Lindsay way out here. And great defense and a turnover. Awesome job by Roman Foster. That is one heck of an assignment as GP here. And Troxel gets the ball here. The big fella, 52 in white. The senior. Enjoyed watching him on the gridiron. As GP trying to get some offense going. Understandably tough. Wheeler on the right-hand side now goes behind the cage. Back out DJ, and DJ's got the only goal. Here's Jensen. Jensen wants it, trying to make something work. There's a quick pass, bounces up, but it picks up by DJ. DJ low to low, tries to get it, she caught up in traffic, and Hinson able to come up with it and not able to get the garbage there. Connor McCauley was there for GP as Hinson clears it quickly and right through. Big number 7, get out of my way, Quinn White says as he bombs through the midfield. No ride on 7. Very hard to do. Dylan Smith, the sophomore, 20. Coming out, leads the team in assists actually with 13 of them. Not a lot of assists when you're talking about Ethan Lindsay, and the big fella's got it right now as he runs to the left. He can do it both sides, left or right. Quick pass inside. This one bounces out. Tried there by 18, Nathan Olmstead. He's already got 1 goal tonight, the sophomore. And it was off Vitale. Couldn't see that if it was the side of the net. But the Irish will continue here as there's a flag. We'll see what's going on. And here's the whistle, and we're in business. 9:04 left to go here in the third quarter. O'Day's had the lead from the get-go. GP got it to 4-1. And then O'Day put a couple on. A lot of transition goals here. And then there's this guy. Good defense there by the Grizzlies. The long pole gets it as Vitale gets it out to Foreman. Roman Foster.
Great check there by number 11, Roman Foster.
And Foster now is a long ball. Tough catch, and he makes it. Outstanding work. Now the ball's down and pushed down, and the ground ball picked up by the Irish. Oh, my. Thought he had it right there, but Oscar Clark just put him down. And here right back on the offensive side, putting pressure on. Here's Lindsay. Lindsay! And that's going to go wide. And the hustle by Gabe Vitale getting closest to out will make it a Grizzly ball. So good hustle there by the goalie, Gabe Vitale. Roman Foster with it. Roman will get it back and cross side. So Glacier Peak trying to get things going. Tough pass inside, almost picked off. Now things getting chipper. Connie McCauley, and there's a whistle. And failure to advance within the time. And so it's Irish ball. Quick pass. Is it in? 15, no. He's saying no. Matea Tropia got it to Cooper Gissing. And they are calling it a go. And Gabe Vitale cannot believe it. So we're trying to see on the thing. Hard to see. It's got to just cross the plane right there of the line of the goal line. But very hard to see on the replay.
Here you go.
And we'll try and slow it down. Otherwise, Cooper Gissing with another goal and the assist by Matteo Tropia. And it's just hard to see from that angle, Todd, if that line. But, you know, Vitale was right on it, and he's saying, no, it didn't cross the line. Nonetheless, it's 8-1 O'Day as Pierce Steele, number 7 in white, comes up with it, and that's a big face-off. And GP needs to get some momentum going. There's a shot. It's wide. It's going to stay. GP, Steele trying to get it, and they just need some momentum here. 8-1. It was 4-1 earlier, then they got to 6-1, had some things going. As Mason Wheeler with it out front. Glacier Peak, they got another tough matchup Wednesday night against Eastside Catholic, another non-league game. Eastside Catholic in the 3A, in the private. And here comes DJ. DJ tries to go left. It's stopped by Hinson. Oh, he switched on him right last minute, but Hinson didn't have to move. Another save by the great Eli Hinson, who's just outstanding. 61% save versus Prep this year, even in the loss in overtime. And there's a timeout on the field. You say O'Day? That's O'Day timeout. We'll take one, too. 6:36 left. O'Day, the Fighting Irish, running up north so far, 8-1.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
During our spring tire sale, we watch out for your wallet too. Save up to $175 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
All right, back here, Scott Ohsman, Glacier Peak High School here at the peak. Sun is down, lights are out, and it is 8-1 O'Day here in the third quarter. And O'Day comes up again with it right here, of course. And big 24 for O'Day. Christian Wynn, the junior. Looking to get better on transition, head coach Will Snyder in his third season here. The Irish, they got the championship once they split out in 15, then 16. I think they got to the semifinals as working back behind the cage. There's the ball popped out, and here's the chase. And a little bumper cars there to get the ball. Ball still down, now picked up by Glacier Peak. Caden Skybel with it, but now he's got to fight again for it. And now a whistle after these kids are just chopping wood down there. And push on GP. Again, that's Michael Rexroth, the head coach, GP. These are the kind of things that he was really talking about to me before the game. It's just we got to limit our penalties. We got to limit mistakes, unforced errors, because you're playing a really good team. As O'Day one more time here, working on the angle. Now deep pass inside. Lindsay turns just outside. And Glacier Peak and head coach Michael Rexroth, he says we can play with anybody. We can beat anybody in the state. They had a great experience earlier. There's another step down save by Vitale. Rebound still in play, and it's picked up there by Roman Foster. He's played fantastic tonight. Long pass, tough catch. Troxel trying to get in, and now he gets the ground ball. Not there, steps on it, and leaves it. But he gets it back now. Now it's checked. Ball still down. Foster has to get it again. Now it goes out the back door. Nobody knows where it is. And Foster just slings it. And it goes right back into a maroon jersey player. And here they come once again. Finn Evans, the sophomore 6, brings it down. What an exchange right there. GP just too many turnovers in the midfield, but a great ride by O'Day. 4-17, 8-1.
That was almost a comedy.
It was. Left in the third quarter. Foster had no idea. Troxel didn't know where the ball was. Ball's down one more time. Vitale thinks about stepping out of the crease, but thinks better of it. And you get back into Lindsay, and they'll reset. You see it there, Lindsay, or no, check that, but he's wide open on the corner. Spin dodge right around the crease. Does it get in? No. And the ball's sitting right there. And Vitale makes sure that the official can see it right there sitting outside the line. I expect him to get out his phone and take a picture next time. And here's Gabe Vitale. And believe me, head coach for O'Day knows how good Vitale is. He plays city side in the offseason, and Will Snyder saying, yeah, he is really good, and he was worried about getting through tonight. Here's DJ. He's getting through business. And a big long pole's there to get it for O'Day. Oscar Clark, 8 in maroon, will give it back to Hinson, and now here come the Irish with 3:05 left in the third.
I talked to Gabe's grandfather.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was saying that he's got an older brother or a cousin or something that he likes to play lacrosse also.
And Lindsay with a hard lefty shot. It goes wide, and O'Day right there thinks about it. Now passes in, gets hit. Foster with a big check. Now to the top. Miles Tropia there. 11 assists, second on the team, so he can drop it and get it back with Lindsay. Lindsay unguarded there for a second. As O'Day comes back around, Oscar Clark, 8. And they'll go from the top. Here's Lindsay. And there's a call. What was the call? Warding off there on the offensive side goes to GP, and here come the Grizzlies down.
What's warding?
It's when you push off. They have the same call in basketball. They have it in girls lacrosse.
2 minutes in the quarter.
As Wheeler comes down the right alley trying to find something, but he's going to go back behind. Torben trying to get something Agard, and that's a high bow. And this is what's happened to Glacier Peak. Just unforced errors there and not a crisp pass. And I know it's got the coaching staff over there, Rex Rode, Nick Gregory, Michael Foster, Nick Lundberg. They're all going nuts. Here's a shift change as it comes through the ride, but Nathan Olmstead gets through that car wash. And here comes O'Day once again. Boy, just what an offense. It just comes at you and comes at you. The top, working it, Dylan Smith. And he finally gets one in, and is it 21? Yes, it is. Dylan Smith, the sophomore, gets the goal, his 9th goal on the year. There's so much traffic in the way. I was trying to make sure that we saw that as you see him come through the middle there, and he puts it by Vitale. The Irish, been going up against the Panthers, Seattle Prep, of course. But in the state championship last year, Elliot Muska, who the phenom from Seattle Prep, he's one of the top scorers. He's got 20 goals on the season. He broke his foot, and so he couldn't play. Now, he played in that game earlier this season, and he's just a game changer. And him and Ethan Lindsay on the field at the same time is a treat as Troxel gets it here, and there's whistles. And Michael Rexroad wants another timeout with 45.5 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. See if Glacier Peak can get a run going. Come on back.
We at Gene Johnson are here and ready to help with our touch-free service. Being clean and safe are at the top of our minds. We're using gloves, masks, shoe covers, and lots of hand sanitizer. Our software allows us to get your approval without any physical contact. We hope you don't need us, but if you do, we're ready. Gene Johnson, clean, on time, and professional.
45 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Scott Ohsman here at Glacier Peak High School. And Roman has it. Roman throws it down. Tough pass, not caught by Wheeler. Now it's on the far side, and there's a chase on, and O'Day. And I tell you, those 50-50 balls so far through three quarters, O'Day is definitely winning those 50-50 balls as they'll bring it up and they'll push it down. Great catch by Wade Boyd on the far side. 25 seconds now, a loose ball, but it's picked up.
Those are some long balls.
They can huck it. Quick passes here. Fast over to Lindsay, just too much. Little high, and it'll go back to Glacier Peak with 9.9 seconds left to go. Foster gets it over. And Alex Hendricks, 41, pushing it up. And here's Kyler. And Kyler, too much footwork. And I'm sure the young man's frustrated. I got his dad right to my right. He's frustrated. He couldn't get the feet going. Through three quarters, it's the Fighting Irish from O'Day down in the city coming up north. So far, they're up 9-1.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So it's right here.
During our spring tire sale, we watch out for your wallet too. Save up to $175 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
Fourth quarter, 12 minutes left in this one. And we'll see if the Grizzlies, Glacier Peak here, leading the Wesco D1 standings right now, 4-0, 8-3 overall. The 3 losses coming in a kind of mid-year tournament as O'Day again gets the face-off. Near side, they'll wait for a change. It's Miles Tropia. Twins, the Tropia twins, doing a great job here. As they'll slow it down out front. I was asking Will Snyder, their head coach, do you like to speed it up, slow it down? He says, both coaches actually. There's a step down, and what a shot. Number 11, Andrew Cook, downtown. And he puts it through, and they get to double digits. His first tonight, and the senior captain heading to Lake Forest in Chicago. And that one, he earned every second of that. Obviously had a clear path right there and a step down. At the dot, there's the trying to do some footwork, and boy, long pole comes out with it. O'Day, they've done an outstanding. Ryan Toomey, the sophomore, gets in there and comes up with a big GB, and they have been excellent on those tonight. But Roman Foster has been doing plenty of great work himself as he gets that one on the turnover. And here comes Ben coming through. And he'll get it off to Wheeler. And great, O'Day has just held these really prolific scorers, Wheeler and Kyler and DJ and all these guys really, and it's a big part of Eli Hinson, the goalie, but they have held them at check. And they haven't gotten a lot of clean looks off so far, and I'm sure that's what they're working on here as we start this fourth quarter. 10-1, O'Day. Up top, banging is Pierce Steele. Back out Wheeler. Wheeler trying to dodge to the right. And they see defensively, that's a great job by 2. And Mateo Tropia, he pushes him out so he cannot get an angle there. And they flip it back now. Kyler Jensen on the top. Wheeler trying to get him off his mark. Looking for a cutter back. There's a great pass and a great shot. Austin Bloom from right down Broadway. And they put the Grizzlies on the board for the second time.
Battery Blue with the step down goal.
Who was the assist there? It's a great job. So it's giving something the fans to get excited about. Glacier Peak, nice job drawing down low. Pierce Steele at the dot here for GP. But driving down low, and you saw the cutter down moving Henson a little bit, and critical ground ball for Glacier Peak. Glacier Peak now just sweeps it, and it gets securely into O'Day. Miles Tropia 9 has it, and he'll get it off as the shift change comes in. Grayson Bromfield, junior, number 14, just clears it out there. As some encouraging words from the fans now.
Keep it up. They can hear you.
Trying to get some defense. 9:02 left. A lot of work to do here. O'Day slowing it down just a little bit. Grayson goes top side. And it's a shot there, and Gabe Vitale has that at his feet. Now he gets a little pressure, and he backs it away, and he'll get it off smoothly and cleanly to Caden Skybel. Now they get it through the midfield. Tanner Johnson, 27, touches the ball. Haven't called him tonight, GP and White, as they move it around. It looks like they got something going from not quite X behind the cage, but a little bit of an inverse offense where they can get Henson moving a little bit. As it's not from the top here is Wheeler. Wheeler right side. Change it over on this side. Good defense. Gets a check, and it gets down, and Kyler cannot get the handle. Good defense from the long pole, and it goes into O'Day. Tough pass on the run. See if it'll picked up, and O'Day's right there. Now they pass it right back. Shot saved by Vitale. Oh, my, right in the breadbasket. Vitale now with the ball in the back as there is a whistle. And what do we have here? Not sure what the call was, but now O'Day has it. Henson had Gabe had a fantastic save right there on a hard shot. And he might have went inside, went out of the crease. We're not sure. But for whatever reason, Dylan Smith, 21, has it. Now he gets it back off to 24, Christian Wynn. Wynn wants something. He fires and misses.
Should we see that save again?
Yeah, I want to look at that as we try and take a look as the ball's coming in. And, yeah, there's the save right there. Where's the ball? There's the ball right there. And then there was a whistle. And here's O'Day. Now they're going to slow it down, and Dylan loses it, but he gets it right back. 6:47 left, 10-2 O'Day. O'Day trying to heat up. They got a big matchup with Bellevue. And Seattle Prep, who's there, actually leads them in the standings by 1 in the Metro Private. They have a big game at Mercer Island on Saturday, 6 p.m. I don't know. If you're hanging around, you happen to be in that area, you might want to check that game out. That should be something. There's a step down high, stop Vitale. Shot there by Dylan Pignotti, the junior. Haven't called his name tonight yet. And Vitale's there in the throw. And now there's whistles as another turnover in the midfield, and we have a O'Day timeout. All right, there's timeout on the field. We'll take one, too. We'll be right back as we look at this replay again one more time. There's a big shot, and there's a great save. High step save by Vitale. Come on back. All right, 6 minutes left. Scott Ohsman with you. Just a reminder, we're at STSPN. We'll have all classification state championships live streaming from Starfire down in Tequila. Memorial Day weekend, that Saturday. As O'Day gets it back, a big punch there in the midfield turnover. Here comes Glacier Peak. 2-on-2. Wheeler tried to go low high and misses it left. And he had a mark right on it.
That looked like a curveball.
It did. He just got a little over-rotated there. But Glacier Peak with another shot at it. Pierce Steele with the ball as he pervades the field here. And they'll get it back out to Mason Wheeler. Wheeler, I'm sure, wants that one back if he could. Wheeler again gets some pressure, gets deep. They pull it around along the left side. DJ has trouble but gets it back. 5:09 left to go, 10-2. GP, there's a hard shot by Jensen. Bouncer just left and nobody there on the other side, so O'Day the closest to it. So on the backup, O'Day will retain possession here. Was hearing again that Lake Stevens game that the shooting percentage wasn't exactly what they wanted. They were getting a lot of shots, but missing quite a few. They won the game, but had quite a few shots on goal. As O'Day now on the far side with 4:35 left, comfortably up 10-2. And now we have a whistle on the far side. No idea what that was. No, it was a turnover. Now GP, a far ball, tough clear, and a tough pass to handle for Connor McCauley. There's a check, and McCauley ends up the winner of that battle. McCauley's facing, going in, straight in. Did he get it? No, it's saved by Henson. Oh, my gosh. Henson didn't even know he saved it. Just threw himself in front of the ball there. And Henson is tough. Oh, my goodness. In the midfield, this time it's shake loose. And here comes GP trying to get some more on the board. Torben Agard. And head coach Michael Rexrod, he knew this is just, either way, whatever happens, this is a great contest for them. Non-league. Gets them set up for the playoff. And they can learn a ton from this game tonight as he gets it in down low. Now he's got some crease. Goes in, shot. Another save by Henson. Rebound still on the ground. And O'Day comes up with it. And Austin Bloom had a nice shot as the tires blow out on Pierce Steele. And here comes O'Day. Left-handed into it. Tried to get in close. Ball still down. Trying to go to Riley Alley, the junior there, for a little slam dunk. But now the pressure they're putting on GP here on the ride, even in the back of their zone. Ball down. Here's Troxel, the big guy. And somebody blows a whistle. And what do we... They have to get it across the line there. And it looks like they did. GP with 2:47 left to go in the game. A timeout. We'll take a very quick one. Come back. We got the Adrenaline fundraiser. Play of the game right after the conclusion of this game. Come on back.
Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
We're not here to take part. We're here to take over. I am the beast.
Back here, and GP's got the ball. It's Mason Wheeler, 10 in white. Kind of opened the C for him, and they finally close it down. He gets it back. Agard had it for a second. Now they flip it back outside.
Get open.
DJ.
Yeah.
Now on the backside. Tried to get a tight pass, cross crease there from Jensen. They come back up with it. And they're back up top with Wheeler with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here, down 10-2. Moves him, shakes him to the right. Wheeler back. Agard.
2 minutes left in the game.
And DJ makes a move, gets through the long pole, sneaks in a shot.
DJ gets a shot.
Good shot.
But again, save.
Save again by Hinson. Not sure if that hit him or the pole, but nonetheless, here's Kyler working his way around, trying to weave his way. Takes a shot over 2 defenders and gets beat up there, but it's wide, and it'll stay Glacier Peak. They'll get another crack at it. Stay again. We have our Adrenaline Fundraiser Player of the Game afterwards, and that pass gets out, and it'll go to O'Day with 1:31 left to go. Boy, I guess the player of the game's on me.
It is.
I've got a tough decision. I kind of want to go Eli Hinson, the goalie. And Ryan Jensen, the PA and clock administrator and everything else, as the ball's down on the far side, gave me the approval, I think, to do that. We will have to find out how many saves. So we'll have Eli Hinson. I think my other choice, obviously, is Ethan Lindsay, but he's got a lot of player of the games in him. As Roman Foster's had a great game, actually.
Roman Foster with a good clear. 1 minute.
Gets it on the other side. 1 minute to go. Wheeler. Boy, Wheeler has thought about that shot a couple times. DJ from the top left. Oh, lose it off the back side and comes up with O'Day. And the long stick gets it. Step down, not much there for 32. Alexander Farrell, who's a freshman. He's got 3 goals on the year. He's played 4 games for varsity, but a big deal if you're a freshman getting to play on this O'Day squad. Has 20 seconds left. So O'Day, the Fighting Irish, come up north here out of the city up to the hill here in Snohomish. And a good game here, and they come out victorious. It was really the transitions in that first and second quarter that really got them going, those quick sticks as the horn blows, and that's going to do it. And our final tonight is the O'Day Fighting Irish 10 and Glacier Peak 2. And we'll take a break, and we'll try and get to see O'Day celebrate. Congratulations to them. Congratulations also to Glacier Peak Grizzlies, who have a home game coming up Wednesday against Eastside Catholic. That's going to be another tough non-league matchup for them. We'll try and go get our Adrenaline Fundraiser Play of the Game, the goalie, Eli Hinson, when we come back. I'm going to let the reveal. Are we on? Okay, hey. Our adrenaline fundraiser player of the game here, Eli Hinson. Eli, you're used to saving a lot of throwing balls at you.
It's my job, you know. I do what I can, catch some balls.
Well, you're our adrenaline fundraiser player of the game. Easy for me to say. Talk about tonight, Glacier Peak. You don't get to play them very often. You played them before. You know a lot of these kids on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
And I talked to your head coach, Will Snyder, before about your opposing goalie, Gabe Vitale, and he goes, oh, yeah.
He was playing off today. He was crazy.
He goes, I said, we're going to have a pretty good night on goalies on tonight, aren't we? So officially we have you 15 saves tonight.
For, holy crap, wow.
So talk about this season. Talk about obviously winning the state title last year against the rival here, Seattle Prep, right? But talk about tonight and this season so far for you.
Yeah, the season so far is going super well. Our only league loss is to Prep. So we're going back into that game hungry because we know that, you know, the next time we play them, it's final. We want that rematch. We kind of had a similar thought coming into this game because 2 years ago we played, got smacked. You guys, like, doubled our score. And then last year we, had to cancel because of sickness. So we were just stoked to get back in here this year and get the chance to play.
Your defense. Talk a little bit about, the goalies. I always feel like goalies in a lot of sports, right? Either too much praise, too much criticism sometimes. So talk about your defense because, again, those long poles, even the shorties, they do a lot of work. They got some prolific scores, and they didn't get a ton of shots off on you tonight. Talk about your defense.
Our defense was playing phenomenal tonight. I'm so proud of them. Like, Oscar Clark is our most veteran pole. He was an absolute leader on the field in the clears, too, dropping a couple deep bombs there. I had to, come talk to him and say, like, hey, that is phenomenal, but we got to settle down, get back to what we're used to. We don't want to tempt fate there.
That's good. And this season, one thing as your coach said, and you got on the first two periods, you really got quick on transition. And that all kind of starts with you.
Yeah.
Were you trying to do that tonight?
Absolutely, yeah. That's been something I've been working on for a while now. Like, I've had issues in the past of slow transitions or, like, just, being shaky on the clears. But I was just, working on getting it out up and quick. Like, that was my goal tonight mostly. Great.
And, again, they help you out because they didn't shield you a lot. You could, the old saying, right? If you can see it, you can save it.
Exactly, yeah.
Did I just make that up? No, I don't think so. We'll get you out of here on this. Okay, this one's done. Great win, 10-2, right? Look what's coming. You got the Wolverines coming at you.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about that game just for a second.
Similar thing to Glacier Peak here. We played them 2 years ago, beat them for the first time, I believe, in program history. Played them last year, got, like, I think it was like 11-2 or something crazy like that. So we want that game back really bad.
Well, as a goalie, do you want more shots? Because you're going to see some shots, I have a feeling, this next game.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind it. Like, it's fun to get the ball on my end of the field. It's fun to touch it a few times, get it back up, get some fast break opportunities. Yeah, it'd be fun.
All right, hold up the shirt and look for the cameras. We'll get it. Our adrenaline fundraiser, play of the game, Eli Hinson, one of the most outstanding goalies in the state of Washington, not only last year and this year here in your senior campaign. You go Coast Guard, is that right?
Yes, sir, Coast Guard Academy.
Coast Guard Academy. Well, you might see him again right here on STSPN if they can get through the playoffs, and you might see them in the private championships, all right? Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Great night. That's going to wrap it for us. For Scott Ohsman, Todd Elvig, everybody here at STSPN, all the guys in the truck. 10-2 O'Day over Glacier Peak. Have a great one.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
During our spring tire sale, we watch out for your wallet, too. Save up to $175 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires.